How far did we go? We got the first boss down. We got the second boss to 17%. We'll get him next week, I think. Alright. Let us continue. So we got all the side quests done for now. And I believe I need to go to... See now, so the game, okay, so where's the map? Yeah, so we want to go to the Northern Plains. We gotta go to the Forest of Myth, that's right. Alright, so let's go.
I am the chosen
What up, Red Vic? Thank you for the 22-month resub with Prime Gaming. Thank you, man. It took longer than it really should have, honestly, for the first boss. But we got there in time. We got there. Now let us continue the epic game that is Nier Replicant. Let's see if I can remember how to play. Whoops, a daisy. Sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheepy. Well, I guess we hit invisible walls rather than climb down, or like fall down. What's up, Goliath? How's it going? What's going on, Bruce Vane? Alright, here we are in the Forest of Myth. That's a save point. Gotcha.
Beware. Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
He is very stoned.
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
That spiked my speedrunning interest? I don't know. The mayor stared at Carter 64 and Wise.
You can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. So are we now diseased because he's speaking to us? Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Makarna 64's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Carter 64 had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation. A specific word. Something.
Something? Carnage 64 and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Carnage 64 like a contagion. Wait, said Carnage 64 suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Carnage 64's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his... Sheaf? Is that... Is it not sheet of papers? Sheaf? Has my whole life been a lie and it's sheaf of papers? He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Carnage 64. That sounds right, he said, as a straight, there it is, sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the diseases we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Carnage 64 nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Carnage 64, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Carnage 64 to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss' face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right! You're right! I had no idea you were coming! The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We're as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called the departing forms of Carnage 64 and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Karn 64 slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Karn 64's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. You know, trudging to trudge? To trudge, the slow, weary... the long, slow, weary, yet determined walk of a man who has nothing left in his life except the impulse to merely soldier on. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Karn 64 to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Karn 64 snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a sec, would you? You don't have to walk. Karn 64 leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at volume that rattled his teeth. Karn 64 slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard, Weiss, what's going on? Karn 64 could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then just as Karn 64's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree! 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 Shit! 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 Chee-chee-chee! 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 Woo-woo-woo-ma! Woo-woo-woo-ma! Chic, chic, chic! Chic, 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 chic! As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Karn 64 began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. 1 with its lacking, 2 with its ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Be my pages, is this a riddle? 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is this? Legs? Eyes? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? It won't continue the diet. Oh. I guess a seesaw? Something that's ideal with 2 people, but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw! Weiss's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen to reen wah! Reen reen wah! Shik shik shee! Shik shik shee! When Karn 64 came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I just feel sort of forced. Well, maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. What is it? Okay. The answer is a secret? Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Karn 64 sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Karn 64 like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Connor 64 moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Connor 64 after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Connor 64 picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Well, that is sunlight. Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Connor 64 grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Cried Connor 64, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it? Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Connor 64 walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Connor 64. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. One moment. Matter, Fred. Need me tucked in? 2 seconds. Likes laying in a certain position. I gotta help him get into it. I have 4 legs in the morning, and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Four legs in the morning, 2 at noon. I mean, it's but at the night with 3. I told you I did. They're on her chair. Yeah. You know I'm streaming right now, right? Okay. Alright. Connor 64 tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Connor 64. Well, at least it's an easy one. It is. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? How is this easy? How does a man have 4 legs in the morning? A demon? That's just so generic, I mean. And how would you make it an angel? I mean, it's gotta be a man, but I don't know why. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. I don't get it, though. A man has 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, 3 at night. I don't get it. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor! Cried Card 64. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Card 64 watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Card 64 and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Card 64's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. Gah! By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Card 64 withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Card 64 filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Oh dear. Card 64 cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why don't we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Card 64 and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. What's up, True Pixels? Thank you for the 35-month reset with Prime Gaming. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, Card 64 shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Card 64 and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the vine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained. When the prayer was finished, it's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Card 64 and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the 3 of them said their goodbyes, Card 64 mentioned the strange man who had given them the 3rd riddle and the mysterious words he had left with them. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lawson thought. He stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too. Card tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Card 64 gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtain the CO verse, Dark Execution. Ooh. That
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice. This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
How's it going, Gabe? Enter the villager's dream. Sure, why
I'd
not?
say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh. For I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes. An eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I clawed the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is the product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me! I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly cracks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain. And I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Car 54. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Car 64 extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time that long-forgotten friend made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle's catacombs are amazed, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Yes, I found the lizard thingy. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again, until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed south. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed more north. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me. Didn't believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds. While encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. Hey Tasha, how's it going? As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough! Shielding my eyes, I paddled forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed south. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I can remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing. I tell myself the cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack and the thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is no wine. It is blood, still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else, I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell! Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enter my mouth. I lurch forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed east. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. You dumb bastard, shouts Scar64. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Weiss, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Oh. We lost. Sag. Wait a second. Yeah. I guess you can go down the wrong paths, of course. Alright, let's try again.
This person.
It would have.
Yeah.
Okay, Yeah, no, I didn't know the step route, dude. Yeah. Did not know. Proceed north. I don't even remember what I did the first time, but I have a feeling... Okay, I did, there we go, east, north, and then more north. That's what I did. Yeah. Okay, we did south, and then I did west, and that was wrong. So let's continue going south. And then we'll go west. And then east. And then, no, we gotta go west. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. Oh, it looks like we, yeah. Looks like I went the wrong way again. Trial and error. You know what this is? This is a, you remember those, like, I had some Goosebump books that were, like, choose your own adventure books? And you'd be like, I choose this way, Dad.
This person.
It would have.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go south, and let's go east. I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling with insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands and slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. Alright, Bruce, see you when you get back, hopefully. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was the punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed north. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Card 64 and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat, the clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress, asked Vice, and you are a woman, madam. I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Car 64 is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind has taken place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
You're very welcome. Alright, next person to save.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A colony of massive sculptures is visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Car 64 had never seen such a sight, as their eyes widen as they try to take
Those
it in.
buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
He said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Car 64 nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Car 64 lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Car 64 glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Car 64's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Car 64 lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water! He cried. It's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous. I don't see any water. Over there! Just ahead of us! Look, the sun is reflecting off it! Without waiting for a response, Car 64 sprang to life and bounded toward the site. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Car 64 closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. Car 64 shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait! There it is! I just missed it! Look! It's right there! Car 64 sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Car 64 came to a halt. I could have sworn it was around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally flared up to Car 64 and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once. There is no water here. Card 64's face clouded. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Weiss paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Awe. Card 64 looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge! That's what she said. Cried Card 64, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big! That's what she said. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape. A tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said Card 64. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles were staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Card 64 and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Card 64 uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and one final one read Gamma. As Card 64 moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed as if on cue. The 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said Card 64. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before Card 64. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Card 64 and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know, I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. They're all claiming to be the real one. Beta is saying Alpha's a fake. Gamma is saying Beta is a fake. Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. So, if Beta is a fake, if that's a lie, then Beta is real. And Beta saying Alpha's the fake, that would be correct, and Alpha saying I am real is fake. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Weiss. Card 64 furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will only speak lies. The real one is Beta. The real one is Beta. Though Card 64 betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Weiss in dry tones of lecture, Beta and Gamma would be fakes, but in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is a fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar, therefore that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth, that Alpha and Beta are, and that makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with 2 statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lives will make sense, therefore Beta must be real. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable Car 64 pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could ever have been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered Car 64, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck Car 64 during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
I thought I was a goner there. Thanks for the help. What a strange dream. It almost felt familiar somehow.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
One-handed sword Faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
You're welcome. I would need to see if
I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another time.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popla. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
sheep! Sheep, sheep! Whoa. I mean, at least Kaine's got half the assets that interest me, whereas Nier has neither, so I guess it would have to be Kaine.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
No, not
Yeah,
a meal.
It was something, all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him?
That's good.
I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
The person I asked to help with the canal repair...
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh,
That's
really?
pretty cool.
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Where is... Hold on. I'm the world... Okay. Facade... I kind of want to go see if the weapon I got, like how it is if it's upgraded. I have not met Emil yet, no. Yeah, a little bit. Be like, who's this random in our home? Living in Emil's... Wait, what do you mean? Wait a second. Is it the Lost Shrine? Oh no, north is... We want to go to Junkie. That's right. Okay. Like, the weapon I have right now is pretty strong. I mean, I did pay like 15,000 gold for it. And upgraded it, so it's probably the strongest weapon that I have access to, but we'll see. Right, I vaguely remember glancing over and seeing you doing that, yeah. Wait, what's the question? There's a question mark? I guess that's an area I don't have access to yet. Right, looks that's probably when there's construction that gets finished.
Jacob, I'm hungry.
God, all you do is whine.
How can I help you? Need some work done on your weapon?
Let's see. I need more broken antennas. It only put it to 189, and the weapon I currently have is 221. So yeah, the weapon I've got is good for a while, you know. I do have a lot of money though. What can I do to upgrade to level 3? I need complex machine oil.
Come back. How? Need some work?
Oh, god damn it.
Come back soon. How? Need some work done on your weapon?
He doesn't have any of those. He does have like the iron ore that I don't have. Alright.
Come back.
No. Well, I wouldn't say any of the characters in this game fall under the category of Atreus, you know? I think they're just trying to mix it up, you know? But they did still give you the Chaos Blades, like, a little less than halfway through, so it was fine, you know? What I, like, again, my biggest complaint with God of War and God of War Ragnarok, like, I never played the earlier God of War games, but I had seen, like, plenty of, like, little tidbits of the game. Like, I watched, like, after playing God of War the first time, I went through and watched, like, a 20-hour YouTube video of, like, the God of War story, right? Like, from, like, all the first games, and, like, it's, like, the story, a little bit of combat in there. And the thing about the God of War early games is that the fodder enemies, they were just fodder. You know, there was so many of them, you just blew right through them, right? And that's great. Like, you're a fucking god. There should be enemies that you're just, like, they're just inconveniences for you. Nothing more. But in God of War and God of War Ragnarok, even, like, the regular Draugr enemies would do, like, a quarter of your health or more in one hit, you know? Not even in hard mode, just in the like, just as you play, you never feel like you're just overpowering them, right? Like, the game should have been like, you just blow through the regular Draugr, and then it, like, boss or mini-boss enemies actually posed a little bit of a challenge and you had to do stuff, but it was like you're just, even if you level up, even with new gear, and as you level up, because the enemies level up with you, in a sense, you never felt like you got to the point where you're blasting through, you know? You never felt like you're at this point of, I'm actually a god, you know?
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Well, what I'm saying, Tasha, is that playing God of War, you know, like, if you play the earlier God of War games, like, Kratos just plows through all the enemies, right?
Really?
And then, like, bosses pose the threat, right?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
But in the, like, God of War and God of War Ragnarok,
always used to enjoy
just the regular fodder enemies were deadly, you know? It was very
I guess
annoying.
we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault. Oh, God.
Okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, all right? You sit tight.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
I'm a woman carrying a red bag.
Now, interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though, come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or 3?
Well, ma'am, I might be a little underage, but you seem, pretty cute, too.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Why is everybody flirting with me when I'm clearly a teenager?
Hey there.
What
Do you know
is
a
that
woman with a red bag
hairstyle?
by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town. But I figured it was just idle talk.
How can I say what?
Leaving town,
What,
huh?
a bun off to
All
the
right,
side?
thanks
No,
for your time.
she did not have a side, like, bleh, bulge of hair.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
What are you talking about? My sight is just fine, thank you very much. Thanks to my contact lenses.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
It's a shade carrying a red bag, isn't it? Yeah.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I think she became a
I
shade.
fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Can't go wrong with telling the truth, right, Weiss? If I'm not a P33 fan, okay. I don't know who P33 is, but I'll check. You know, I'm sure I'll find out.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
Why is this all his fault?
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
But I want to know!
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
Alright. Well, I'm glad she's not dead.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
We're gonna stick around and listen.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. You are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Uh-oh.
Wait, you're asking me?
Uh-oh. The husband who ate the apple, the wife who lost the bag. I mean...
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
I didn't
But
ruin
I was
the old
hungry,
lady.
and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Uh-oh. Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did. And I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there. My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon? But madam,
I mean, you honestly, both of you.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
I didn't kill her. I gave her the truth. She would still have died, but without the knowledge of the truth.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
But he's employed to work on the canal.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
All right.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
No, I'm not making
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Great. Thank you.
I need to whip up a treat to celebrate my husband finally finding work.
If only it were that simple, man.
That was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
It's really too bad Kaine doesn't come into the town with us, because I'm sure she would have had a lot to say about that whole situation.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
I may leave for groceries one day and never return. Oh, that's good. I do love the banter in this game. It's very worthwhile.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Thanks, guys. Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
Yay! You're back!
Yay!
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah. A favor, actually.
What is it?
Um...
I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep. I have a friend. And we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So
How
who is
delightful.
this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Oh, it's a guy!
And he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Vicey,
Tell me about
still.
this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south. And he's super nice. And he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do?
What the fuck do you think you're gonna do?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you! Please help him, okay?
Okay. I will help him.
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
Yeah, Queen Anne's Circle down.
No, it isn't. Shut up!
This does not look healthy. I guess I neglected my plants a bit. Like my time in real life? Or just when I'm in the game? Oh, wow, okay. So because I didn't log in, oh boy. So because I didn't log in for like 4 days, great. Wonderful, okay. Well, shoot. Sure. Sounds good.
How can these creatures let us dispatch them without complaint? And what would make them appear in this area in the first place? It is hardly what one would call especially fertile ground.
That backswing, though. Ow. Bloodbath. All this game is kind of missing is like an XP display, but at the same time, it's not really needed, you know? I think I prefer the Dark Lance ability. At least for the moment. Nice. Again, it took off the aim. That's alright. Hello, sir.
We have been waiting for you, sirs. Please, right this way. Please, wait here.
Waiting?
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
Probably just supposed to wait there.
Kinda sure is something, huh?
She must have nerves of pure steel.
Kinda.
She must.
And she's like posing on the bed like, draw me like one of your French girls. Okay, I'm gonna go wander, cause yeah. Nice kitchen. It's got 2 sinks in that kitchen.
I do not like this one bit.
What's the matter, Vice? Scared?
Perhaps we should head back, yes?
Scent? What do you mean, scent? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Hey, where'd Kaine go?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
I didn't hear you say shit about it.
It's locked. Get who out of where?
What's this? The picture has changed.
Uh-oh.
It looks like it's in pain. It's kinda scary.
Yes, come now. Brave faces. Onward and upward, eh? Yes.
Onward and upward. The game's become Resident Evil. Get the moon key. Open the moon door.
Shades!
What foul hole did they crawl from?
I mean, If the marathon's still going, I suppose we could add it, yeah.
You're a male. Young. Not even 20.
You figured that out from my footsteps?
It's not hard, once you know how.
Then I suppose I should tell you about my friend Vice.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Weiss does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emile. I'm the master of this manor.
So you're the one who sent the letters?
Letters? What are you talking about?
Of course you don't know. Such a thing would be far too simple.
I know you're not legal by your footsteps, yeah.
No! Stay back!
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, I suppose my butler might know more about the letters you received. This key here can unlock any door in the manor. So if you'd like my assistance...
No, please. Don't trouble yourself. We can get around on our own.
Oh, right. Sure. Well, here's the key then. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me at least give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
I'm glad he has a map of the manor just chilling around in his pocket.
Vice, what should we do about Kaine?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
Jeez, remind me to never get on your bad side. What's that?
A butler, or at least a remarkable likeness of one. I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
Somebody. Anybody.
Shades! Whoa.
Is that another one? It moves!
What's going on here?
Sir?
What is this?
Oh, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emile.
I doubt he's even human.
We're here because my sister received some letters from this manor.
Yes, I wrote those letters. Please forgive my impertinence. As you may know, Master Emile, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of the exploits of an emerging hero, and so I sent a letter to you under Master Emile's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
Wait, so Yona's pen pal is you?
It is, sir. My letters merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent.
I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
Yeah, sounds like she misunderstood the situation.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day we might be able to do something about Master Emile's eyes.
I see.
Yes, well, I am afraid we, or at least this lad beside me, is neither hero nor physician, so if you'll excuse us...
Hey, I've done some heroic things so far. But you're right on the physician thing.
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emile's condition is located in this very manor.
Then why don't you just go get it?
Alas, the location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades, and I lack the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat the shades and restore Master Emile's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste, so...
It's okay. We'll do it.
See here, lad. This is no time to play the hero.
People need to look out for each other, Vice. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble. My butler cares so much for me, but for him to make such outlandish requests...
Are you following me, kid? How does he know how to navigate the room?
1,000 thanks to all of you.
I mean, I guess he would know the manor pretty well at this point.
But hey, at least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right?
That would
Can't let
actually
you do
be
this on your
pretty
own.
useful.
So I'll be right here if you need me. Maybe my eyes can be useful for once.
That'll do. It is his house. That is true, yes. He might be Spider-Man, who knows, dude? Or Daredevil. I hope I'm getting experience for him petrifying them, because otherwise I just like to kill them, thank you. Fuck my experience, damn it. The Blade of Treachery. Bro, everything is weaker than the damn weapon I paid like 15 grand for. Money well fucking spent. It's law, huh? Yeah. The music is great, yeah. I'm probably gonna do all endings on both games, to be honest. Yeah, I'm sure. Like, these are games I've been wanting to play for a long time now, you know? I think probably immediately, like, coming back to it, like, I don't think it'll be longer than Dragon Quest, but I could be wrong. We'll see.
We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
But I really don't have any time.
I do not like anything about this place.
Oh no, it's another floating book! This one seems not to...
This looks kind of like you, Vice.
Aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire Vice. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
Okay, that didn't seem to do anything.
There's no end to this.
What do you mean? He's at half his HP.
Sharp as knives.
Guess you never learned that trick, huh?
I can't petrify it!
Indeed, we can't do anything to it.
My name!
And where have you been?
Owie.
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting stomped by this thing. Help!
Not really getting stomped.
This foe's strength is beyond measure.
What do we do?
I am an arcane text, not some manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
Emil's getting
You guys
smacked
run!
around though.
I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this kid? That's Emil. He's the one who runs this...
Fuck, this book is a real asshole!
She's not even listening.
She's too busy vomiting filth disguised as language.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
Nay, aren't we the bold one? And yet I fear that would be a foolish course of action at this juncture.
Besides, we'd never let you do that.
Would you all please just shut the hell up?
What?
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sunk to motivational speeches from a woman in her undergarments?
I guess so. Now!
Got him.
Vice, this is it!
Research report on petrification. Well, well.
Well, well. Dark Whirlwind. You have to play
Oh
around
no!
with it.
This passage is written in some kind of code. We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Jeeves!
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emile. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian...
Ah, so the servant has a name after all.
Jeeves.
Emile, listen to me.
His face is like tits level.
What is it, Kaine?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're a vital part of you. Do you understand?
That's because she is Jaina.
What's this? A shade? How did you...
This arm is an accursed weapon. I thought I would only need it until I had earned my revenge. Once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine...
But listen, if this shade should ever...
No! Kaine... I promise I'll never give up, Kaine. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
All right.
Hey, so Yona's sick, and she doesn't get out much. Do you think you might be able to send her more letters when you have the time?
I would be delighted, sir.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything.
You're
Take
welcome,
care,
Emile.
I hope your eyes get better soon.
I saw you exchange some words with that Emile lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy!
Book?
Shut up. Yeah, calm down, Vice.
Speak the
Got
truth,
our hands
hussy.
on all the sealed verses now.
All that remains is to find this grimoire noir.
Then we can finally save Yona.
Come back soon, okay?
Sure, kid.
It may take time, but I shall find a way to cure my master's eyes. I swear it.
I know you will, Jeeves. I know you will. Yep, that's my house. Oh.
Yona, you need to lie down.
I know.
Then do it. There we go.
It won't be much longer, I promise. I finally collected all of the sealed verses. Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Of course I will.
Is this gonna make me better? Is my cough going to go away?
Definitely. Yona?
You're not gonna hate me because of this, are you?
What are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this terrible disease.
Yona, I could never hate you.
Unless you became a colossal bitch.
I'm gonna go see if
but,
Popola has more medicine.
That's not likely to occur, but you know what? Like, she might get her sickness cured and become just the biggest bitch ever. But I doubt it. So glad to get my allowance, you know, just that 700 gold allowance
Yona's
every
looking
now
weaker
and then.
and weaker every day.
Yes, but do not lose heart. You are the girl's last remaining hope.
Popola, Yona's cough is getting worse.
Oh, that's not good.
Any chance you could give me some more medicine? Please?
The thing is, I actually just ran out. I hate to ask this, but can you get me some vapor moss? You'll find it growing near the southern gate.
Vapor moss, huh? I'll be right back.
I don't suppose I've already
You'll
gotten
find-
it. Yeah, I guess I've not found Vapor Moss throughout all my travels so far. Or maybe it's only grabbable after this quest. I mean, that is definitely the case since I've constantly been down this way.
It's not fair. She's so young.
Meal?
What the fuck is Emil doing here? I like how the guards are just like, nah.
The manor in the corner of the southern plains is a right creepy place.
Like,
you can tell it's haunted just by looking at it.
Like, these guys are assholes.
Beyond the southern plains lies seafront, where you can find the tastiest fish in the world. I'd love to go there someday.
I mean, just walk there.
What is it? What happened?
Hurry.
Emil!
He doesn't seem to be sick. I think it's just fatigue. I can't imagine how hard it must have been to run all this way without sight.
Are you all right, Emil?
I can see it.
Hey, just take it easy, okay?
The air. It's vibrating. I can feel it behind my eyes.
What happened?
Pressure. Oh God, there's so many of them. Get out. Get out of the village. The shades are coming.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like they're already here.
Come on, let's go.
Time to defend the city. My eyes, oh. That's a different journal.
Damn it! It's not gonna hold!
The shades are attacking!
I think it's the first Nier game, but kind of remade. Like, there was Drakengard before, but I think this is the first one that's actually called Nier. Yeah, this is a re-release.
What the
Devila!
hell's going on?
What do you think's going
No time.
on?
Get everyone into the library. And please, make sure Yona's safe.
Don't worry. I'll grab him. Just don't get yourself killed, all right?
I won't. Now go, Devila. Hurry! We have to stop them before they destroy the village!
Dispatch these smaller ones as fast as you can.
I'll kill every last one of you!
You whelps are hardly worthy of our steel.
Bring everything you got!
Pathetic. Even in death, they disgust me.
Hurry! I did all the side quests up to this point.
Get the wounded to the library!
At least, like, Devila had nothing left for me to do, because she's the chick, right? Yay! We're getting out of the prologue!
What is that brute?
I don't know. We gotta take it down.
The arms are vulnerable when it attacks.
No kidding. Nice arm rip. Well, and he grew another one.
Okay, that's not good.
He just pulled a Piccolo.
Regenerating shade.
So you see, I got no incompleted quest.
How will we even know if our attacks are working?
We'll just have to keep hitting it until we find out. We can climb up from here.
Climb up from fucking where? Oh. The goddamn stairs. Whoopsie.
Climb as fast as you can.
I'm climbing.
Perhaps its interior is more vulnerable.
So then fire some magic into its mouth.
Well, I couldn't. Yeah, firing.
Look where it's headed.
Like hell it is.
Oh, I just fell in the water. Well, I'm okay. I'm alright.
Are you all right, lad?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I just fell in water. I'm sure I'm fine.
You must be more careful.
I'm okay, Weiss. Thank you, buddy. Ow. Okay, that one hurt. That one actually hurt. Okay, now we're bitch slapping him.
This isn't working.
So what do we do?
True. Well, where the hell is Kaine? There she is. That was quite the laugh she gave.
You guys having a good time? Huh?
Kaine!
Why? I'm doing the best I can, man.
Underestimate us at your own peril, fiend.
Keep hitting it. At some point, it's gotta start working.
Is she trying to raise our morale, or is she honestly that insane?
Either one works for me. Let's go!
You're almost there. Keep pushing.
I'm pushing, I'm pushing,
It's
I'm
heading
pushing.
toward the library.
No, that's where Yona is!
It should be dead, it should be dead, goddammit!
You're gonna die today, shithog!
Shit.
What the fuck's
now,
this?
That's not even a real word.
It is not a real word.
Looks like you've learned how to swing that thing.
I'm glad you noticed.
I've been swinging it fine for a while now.
You really know how to put up a fight, Kaine.
Come on, keep pushing it!
I'm smacking it as hard as I can.
You stubborn son of a bitch!
Did you leave your strength in your other pair of undergarments?
Shut up, Abby!
We could hit him really hard together? Whatever. See, I just did some cool shit. There's some cool shit. Man, I'd do a wield if I could. And got him. And down goes Frazier. Da 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 da.
Oh no, Shade's in the library. Yona!
That's a lot of them.
Emil, you okay? Can't keep fighting like this.
I have to. There's no other choice. Otherwise, why did I even come here?
Get out of here, Emil!
No! I won't abandon these people now. You told me once that my eyes had value, and that I shouldn't be ashamed of them. You told me that even a life like mine had purpose. So I won't just sit around and let you fight while I stay behind.
Emil.
Just don't die on me.
I have noticed I haven't leveled up at all during like all these battles. Like, how much experience do I need to get a level up in this game? Owie.
We can't let any more shades in here.
He's turning people to stone. Ugh. It's a shade sperm.
Emil!
Is there no way to kill this infernal thing? there. Those walls are thick rock. I doubt even this beast could break them.
Works for me.
Great. I love basements.
Do it! Knock it down the basement!
Basement knock, go! Those basements have chains.
Give me the key!
Right!
Owie!
No!
Ouch! My shoulder! Hello? The fuck are you? Look at this guy. That's my sister.
Dear God.
That's my sister.
Yoda!
How did he get my sister so quickly? She's easy. They kneeling? What the fuck is going on here? True.
Is that the leader of these creatures?
He looks a lot like me.
Stay back, Kaine! Seal the door!
Ouchies.
Finally.
Where am I?
It's been a long time, Grimoire Weiss.
Who are you? What is this place?
I am Grimoire Noir. I am you.
What?
Do you not remember, Grimoire Weiss? We two serve a higher purpose.
Enough lies! Stay back!
Why do you try to suppress the memory? Do you fear hurting someone close to you?
Preposterous!
Your denial is preposterous. We are mere books created to serve the Shadow Lord. You have no right to forsake him.
The Shadow Lord?
Do you remember our ultimate goal?
Our ultimate goal?
White and black shall fuse to one and set free shades to the world.
Fuse? Us? No, I cannot. I will not. I will never!
Your chance encounter with this boy. Your collection of the sealed verses. It was all set in motion by the Shadow Lord himself.
No.
Sauron,
lies.
No! The time has come for us to create a new and perfect world. We shall become as one, you and I.
Why does his face look like a monkey?
One.
Weiss! You dumbass!
You dumbass!
Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry! Maybe I'll rip your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace! How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord! Come over here and give Weiss a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord! Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking
am one with the shadow. Huh?
Bitch?
We grimoires exist to create in this world a new and just paradise.
Bitch!
We must unite. The world demands it.
Paradise.
Yes, and we are so close to
Fair
realizing it.
Please don't go, Vice.
Who's there?
It's okay. I'll understand. I'll understand if you forget us.
Because he is Gara. Weiss is Gara.
Promise, I won't forget you. I'll remember you. No matter what. I'll keep the memory of Grimoire Vice alive forever. And that's not all I'll do. You hear me? I'll chase you till the end of time, and I'll bring you back to us. So Vice, please. Please come back.
Damn it, we need to stop him! If we don't do something, that black book will absorb Vice!
Black. White. Black. White.
Yes, now we shall unite in common purpose. Then the world can finally bear witness to our true power.
Vice!
Vice!
Right. We've got to...
Flashbang. Solar flare.
For the last time, my name is Grimoire Vice, and it is not to be abbreviated.
Vice!
Vice!
Good to see you, Kaine. Although I don't think anyone has ever accused me of being a little bitch before. And you, we meet again.
Vice, you okay?
I believe I could ask you the same question right now.
Impossible. We must unite. We must become as one.
I don't like you, and I want nothing to do with you. Besides, I have my companions.
You're back!
Of course they're weak, and they whine when I leave.
Vice!
It's almost too much trouble, but they are my friends. I shall fight by their side, now and forever.
Vice, thanks.
Damn.
All my magic powers have been taken away.
How dare you ignore
That's
them?
great.
Perhaps you should have scribbled them in my margins,
Come back here, you fucking book.
Let us start by dispatching the nearby distractions. I can't use my magic. Stolen the sealed verses.
I'll get them back, Vice.
And you are the last one left, Noir.
Or address me by...
better abilities than I thought I was going to be using.
Reclaimed my powers! Good heavens! The roof is about to collapse! Here it comes! Stay back!
I can't run now. This library isn't gonna hold for long.
We must finish this quickly.
You got it. I finished it quickly. You got it, buddy.
Vice!
Oh, shit. Well, there I go.
No!
As Qui-Gon Jinn would say, well, there's no coming back from that.
You will understand in time.
Yona! Get up!
No!
Give my sister back!
No matter how things unfold, it all returns to us. All of it.
I don't think we're gonna be following him anytime soon.
Yona! Yona! Yona!
Are you okay?
You just got impaled. How? No shit.
It's over.
Walk it up.
We lost.
We?
Sorry, guys. I think this is it. For me, too.
Kaine, no!
Oh, quit crying. Look, before I go, we need to take care of this guy. Emil?
Yeah?
I want you to... I want you to petrify me. You can use me to keep this thing locked away down there.
No! I can't!
Kaine! Stop!
He's right! It's suicide! You can't do it!
Your powers exist to protect others, right?
Kaine!
Just do it, Emil.
But...
If you don't, it's gonna break down this fucking door!
I don't know what to do!
I mean, petrify her, that's what you do. I'm just gonna lay here, do nothing and be annihilated, petrify Kaine and seal away the shade. Gee! What an interesting choice! I guess we go with the only one that survives us, you know. Be annihilated.
Kaine. No more crying, okay? Grow strong. Never lose hope. Vice.
Spare me the goodbye, hussy. I imagine it will take more than this to kill you.
I doubt it. Wait for me, Yona. Wait for me, Kaine. I swear.
Because there was a big creature that they locked up behind the door. All right, so this is probably a really good spot to stop for now. I'll be right back. We're gonna take our first break, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay? Not like 2 seconds, but you guys know what I mean. Yeah. Well, I don't think he can. I think he has to petrify a living object. I don't think he can petrify an inanimate object like the door. Why did she? I just told you there was a thing sealed away down there, and it was gonna break out. You know. Well, I'll be right back. I just gotta go pee. Okay, I'll be right back. Sheesh.